greed, what you call arrogance, vanity, all this, or sadness, fear. Sometimes we justify those. We say, नहीं नहीं ऐसा क्या करे, होता है वैसे, होना चाहिए. And sometimes we teach our children also. You should be proud, You should, if someone says something, you should say it back to that person. What do you mean by that? And we teach them also. Then that fellow uses that same technique on us, and we say, don't be smart with me. You be smart with the world outside, but not with me. But if they are made to be smart, they will be smart with you first to check out whether it works or not. So this type of teaching we give to them, or we ourselves have, so this is not proper. So dambha is a very negative asuri sampatti which has to be recognized and dropped. Then darpa is arrogance, a different type of pride, arrogance, arrogant person. So this is also a very negative behavior. And because of our wealth, because of our family, because of our achievements, sometimes people give up their gentleness, they give up their good behavior and act very arrogantly. They behave badly with their own people, with their own workers, and show a lot of that bad behavior, that is arrogance. This is also a highly negative qualities. So dambha, darpa, atiman or abhiman, different readings are there. So atiman or abhiman is same which was absent in a divine person is there in this asuri. Too much of pride, considering oneself as great, having that worshipful attitude towards one's own personality, that मैं सबसे बढ़िया हूँ, and people should respect me and worship me and they should take care of me. So we have our own image, self-image, and we expect people to behave and to do certain things in a certain way for us. If they don't do it, then I feel apaman, I feel insulted. And if they do something more than what I expected, then I feel bahuman, I feel honored. I say, I feel I should be sitting there, but they give me slightly higher stool. Then I say, मेरा बहुत सम्मान किया उन्होंने. But if they give lower one, then you feel real anger. So it is our own measurement of ourselves, and we are all the time in that only. A person remains self-centered, the little self, ego-centered, all the time thinking about it only. No time for any higher pursuit. So abhiman or atimanaha. Then krodha, anger. Anger is on the tip of his nose or somewhere, I don't know. Where do you say, nose or tongue? Nose, acha. Anger, angry young man or angry old man, it doesn't depend on the age also. Angry man, woman, whoever, anger. फड़क करके एंगर आ जाता है. Why? Because too much of expectation from the world around. Expectation from others. Want the world to behave and to move according to our ideas. Want people to behave in a particular way. Want everything to go in a particular way. Instantly person becomes angry. Angry with people who are serving us also. At home, servants may be there, others are there. ये क्या रोटी कैसे बनाई आपने? शर्म नहीं आती है. Then that fellow goes in again, फिर से आता है, ऐसा बनाया उसने, इधर का. So angry like. So it's very like that person moves is like a tornado like. Angry with everyone, angry with God also. Even Bhagwan, if he comes in front, he will say, क्या कैसे संसार बनाया आपने ये? So angry with everything. And that expresses in our body also. Actually, all these negativities, they express in our body in the form of some disease, ulcers, some pain in joints here, there, all these rashes on the body. All these are expressions of our negative qualities. Some problem with the heart, with liver, with, I don't know where the liver is, with liver, so let me not direct any. Liver, kidney, these stones inside somewhere. Gallbladder, this bladder, that bladder. All those things actually, they are also caused by our thinking, because our thinking, our attitude, they control not only our glands, the main glands, but all these glands are controlled by our attitude. And those glands control all the organs and all. They secrete that type of juices and all to maintain our body. So some negative thoughts and emotions and attitude can create those type of disease in our body. Because all these are related. Our mind is related to our body. So dambha, darpaha, atiman, krodha, anger. Then parushyam evacha. Parushyam is harshness. Parusha vachanam. Using hard, cruel words towards people. Harshness, this parushyam, harsh words. See, our tongue is like our goddess Saraswati. Saraswati, our Vani, our words are like goddess Saraswati. Therefore, Saraswati Devi is called Vani Devi also, Vani. Now you will find that if you see goddess Saraswati, her image, wearing white sari, sitting on a hamsa, and having that veena, and with the Veda in her hand, also with Japamala. So all this we will see that in Vani you don't find any weapons. Some Devis and all, they have lots of weapons in their hand. Durga Devi and all, she will not move around without carrying some weapons. But Saraswati Devi, she doesn't carry any weapon. She carries Veda. She carries Japamala. She carries Veena, which has to be tuned properly, and it gives out wonderful music. So words should be used to study our Vedas, chant, recite Vedas. Words to chant Bhagwan's name and repeat the various mantras. Words should be used to bring out wonderful music. They should be tuned properly so that it gives joy to the world. Words should be pure, therefore that fair white dress she is wearing. Words help us to discriminate and understand things better. Therefore that hamsa, which can separate the water and the milk. But people give weapon in the hands of Saraswati. When we use harsh words, it's like using weapon. So parushyam is also a very negative asuric qualities. And all this is there because of ajnanam. Ajnanam, ignorance. ignorance of who I am, ignorance of what is this world, ignorance that world is pervaded by divinity. Bhagavan says, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagad avyakta murtina, I pervade this world in my unmanifest form. So not knowing the nature of the world, not knowing our own nature, not understanding God, not understanding life, not understanding what is our duties, what are our duties, what is the goal of life. This ignorance leads to all these negative qualities. When I don't know what is good or better or the sublime, then it expresses in the form of all these negative qualities. Bhagavan says, Ajnanam cha abhijatasya partha, hey partha, a person, asuri person is born, or a person who has got these qualities is like a asura only. So person is born with these qualities are asuric qualities, and it leads us into more and more bondage. So after mentioning the Daivi Sampatti and Asuri Sampatti, now Bhagavan tells us that why he has mentioned these two Sampatti and what they lead us to. In the next verse he says, Daivi Sampad Vimokshaya Nibandhaya Surimata Mashucha Sampadam Daivim Abhijatosi Pandhava Daivi Sampad Vimokshaya. The most important thing about these two Sampatti is that Daivi Sampat Vimokshaya, the Daivi Sampatti leads us to moksha, to liberation. And Nibandhaya Asuri Mata, and the Asuri Sampatti causes bondage. This is the main thing about these two Sampatti. Now let us try to understand, analyze this little more. As I said, every one of us is born with these qualities. Both Daivi and Asuri are there in us in different measure. All of us are born at a different level of our spiritual evolution. To give an example, let me give example of water. Water is there, remains in the liquid form. Water goes and becomes gas, also vapor, and water solidifies to become ice. So just imagine ice and all falls down. The water flows forward and the gas vapor goes up and becomes one with nature. This you consider that as moksha, and the ice as bondage, for example. So don't be frightened to eat ice or ice cream. So just imagine water at a particular temperature. So that water at different places on earth and all, water is available at different temperature. Or let us say we keep water in vessel and keep boiling, keep heating the water. You will find that water gets heated slowly. Sometimes when you look at that vessel and the water, you don't see any movement in that water. We feel that everything is so nice and so calm and peaceful, but no, the water is getting heated up. We have various vessels filled with water, and all of them are at different temperature. All of them may look alike outwardly, but if you have the right type of measuring device, the thermometer and all, you can tell exactly what is the level of this water. How close is this water towards enlightenment? That we can say, yes, this water is moving towards enlightenment. But to move towards enlightenment, constant satsang is required. नीचे को gas जो burning gas is like satsang only. Association with the fire, in order to become vapor, the water should be associated with fire. So then constantly it is burning. So each one of us is, let us, for our sake of understanding, imagine that we are like water at different temperatures. And when we live in this world, and when we follow this path, mainly satsang, our temperature keeps on increasing. Spiritual temperature increases. And exactly at a particular point, suddenly something happens. A transformation takes place. For a long time, a person may imagine or feel that, oh, nothing is happening. Oh, I am the same, 4-5 साल से मैं सुन के मेरे कान भी पक गए. But nothing seems to have happened. How you know? No, घर वाले तो बोलते रहते कुछ इतना चिन्मय मिशन जाकर कुछ नहीं हुआ आपका. So one may feel that nothing is happening, but something is happening. If we are constantly doing satsang, see, our evolution happens by association. Our mind should be associated with something higher, then we evolve. When we get associated with something lower, then we come down. All our sadhana can be pointed out as sadhana in association only. Even when we contemplate and all, I associate myself with higher thoughts, sublime thoughts, and I rise in my spiritual evolution. So each one of us are at different temperatures. And when our temperature rises, we as water, when our temperature rises to 98, 99, some of the water particles, they get heated up faster, and the bubbles come out and all. Little bubbles start coming out. Right? And the water also appears different there. And then at the 100-degree temperatures, the whole water starts boiling and evaporating. That's called moksha. Enlightenment, state of enlightenment. It's just an example. So don't think that something bubbling will happen. But that's the state of enlightenment. And it's very interesting, the water which was behaving totally differently suddenly becomes totally different. It becomes gas, it becomes vapor, it starts moving freely in space, no longer confined to that vessel. Water was thinking that, oh, I am this vessel, this pot, little pot and all. That water suddenly